Welcome back to another episode of watching an episode of One Piece every day until I die or I catch up and seeing which comes first. So, no setup, no editing, no script, just vibes. Just talking about One Piece like you would with your friends. But since you don't have any, I'm here to do that for you. So without any further ado, let's hop into just a synopsis of this episode, which is episode 8, I believe. Yeah. The title of which is Who Will Win? The Showdown Between the True Powers of the Devil Fruit. So I'm going to just preface this episode by saying, I enjoyed this one quite thoroughly. This is probably one of my favorite episodes so far. But let's just do the summary. And then, we'll talk a little bit about how we felt about it. And then you can let me know in the comments, what you think as well. Because really, that's what this series is. It's not really anything too serious. It's just kind of talking about a show that, you love and I'm starting to love. And kind of letting you experience the show for the first time again. So this episode had basically the Luffy versus Buggy was the main point of this episode. But it actually opened with Buggy's flashback with Shanks when they were on the same crew way back in the day. And Buggy, so they were crewmates and Shanks thought they were friends. And even ended up saving Buggy's life when Buggy was drowning. But sorry, we'll get to that in a sec. So, and I'll try and keep it short and not yap too much. So, Buggy and Shanks are talking about the demon fruit and the power it gives and whatever. And Buggy just wants to sell it and get make a bunch of money and get a crew and stuff. And he also finds a map that he wants to steal and sell that as well, a treasure map. And so what he does is he eats a fake demon fruit in front of everyone, and then takes the real one and he's gonna go sell it, and takes a stolen map as well. And right as he's about to leave, Shanks comes up and startles him, and he accidentally eats the demon fruit. His face looked really funny while he was eating it. It was looked like a giant one of those NFT monkey mouths, because he has the entire demon fruit in his mouth, and then drops the map, and then falls in the water, and the demon fruit power affects him so that he can't swim, and so Shanks has to go save him. And so that's what Luffy says after the flashback ends. He's like, "So Shanks saved you, huh?" And Buggy's like, "No, he made me eat the demon fruit and he made me lose my map, so he didn't do shit," basically. And then we get into the fight versus Buggy and Luffy, which is a pretty fun one, honestly. Just we see there's more the way the fight is won is because Nami ties up all his body parts except for his hands and feet and head. After the what's it called, the Buddha Festival or whatever. And so it's I don't know, it's creative, it's entertaining, it's well animated. It was just a fun episode. And then we see all the townspeople come and save Luffy or go to save their mayor basically or whatever. And I thought, so I had a feeling, just with how stuff anime and stories normally go, I had a feeling that they were gonna somehow chase the crew out, and I thought it was gonna be that the mayor was gonna wake up and then be look around and then see Luffy and be like, "Oh, he attacked me, get this guy." But no, Luffy just says it right away, no hesitation either. He's just "Oh yeah, I kicked the shit out of this guy," and then they all look at him and then he's just "We're pirates, by the way." I don't know. It's really funny, and I've said it before, but normally these types of characters I don't find very entertaining. I think a lot of times they're just kind of annoying, just kind of dumb just to be dumb and funny to younger kids. But I think Luffy's really funny. Something about his energy is just really contagious. And then they run away and they jump over the dog that I complained about 3 episodes ago. And I totally forgot to say this in my episode 5 video. But one of the reasons I hated the dog so much is because the voice is so clearly voiced by a human and it sounds so bad. It's like literally, I think this is actually how it sounds. Like the dog is like, it's like so clearly a human voice. I don't know. It really bothers me. Like, I guess with technical constrictions or whatever, maybe it's hard to find like an actual dog voice that you can convey the emotions you want it to convey. And this is before, like, sorry, I'm gonna quick research. Oh yeah, like before D. Bradley Baker, um, kind of revolutionized what voice acting can look like. He's the guy who voiced like Appa and Momo in Avatar: The Last Airbender. To say the very least, he has done so much insane stuff. I think mostly non-human, I believe. Um, but sorry, was I? But yeah. It really irked me, and it bothered me again. Um, but with that being said, we get to see them like take the ship and head out, and Luffy give all of Nami's treasure to the townspeople. So this is another good, fun episode. There's a flashback. I've complained about flashbacks in the same dog episode. This is an example of a great flashback. It's entertaining. It adds to the world building. It adds directly to our characters that are important to us. And it doesn't take up our time. Like, it doesn't use our time just to waste our time. It invests our time more deeply into the story and the world. And it was just entertaining as well, honestly. The fight was great, and then the stuff afterward was funny. So yeah, I'm definitely looking excited, and I think we get Usopp coming soon. So I've seen the live action, and I loved Usopp's character in the live action. Actually, I thought it was really funny and really like unique. But I've heard people say that Usopp is really annoying for a while, and then he gets better. Which in One Piece terms, that could be like 500 episodes. I don't know. But either way, I'm really excited for this. This is sort of the first mini arc, and I wasn't, I know things are just getting started. So all I'm looking for is things that I know I'm gonna like about the rest of the show, such as understanding characters well, animation, voice acting, and the beginnings of how they're gonna build this world. And everything's looking really promising so far. So I'm very excited. And every time I listen to this intro, the first intro, it gets more and more like stuck in my head. I love it actually. It's like the whatever. It's good. 8 minutes. All right, I'm gonna quit yapping, and yeah, see you next episode, which I'm very excited for. So peace out.